run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second down, Winston. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there.
Now a second down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Winston now to throw on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Jameis again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Five on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Newton punches with a catch over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. First down, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there. Easy.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football.
Sunday. Wait.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now Newton on 1st down. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And an alley to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's convert. Hey, stop.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's convert.
Now Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. From the red zone now, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. sheds another.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Winston now. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Newton. And his pass incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Screen, triple C. Watch the back.
Second down, Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The backup, Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Come on now.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively, trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Play action now. Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll run it here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the... Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
20.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep for Moncrief. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
20.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Newton. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st down, Newton. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Newton. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Newton on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Newton on 1st down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Rob Kelly, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate in the final minute. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Jackson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Back to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Now Newton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Panthers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Newton to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This offense trying to take the lead after trailing by 16. They've got it 1st and goal right here. Newton throwing again. That's caught. It's Thomas. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away.